new guy. Did you know we're the Phantom Thieves? Really?
Anyway.
And we're here.
Oh,
Hello.
Lord.
Oh Lord, we here.
Did you know we're the Phantom
Oh baby, oh baby, oh baby.
Hey, thank you guys very much for the subs and the follows, my dudes. Thaladin, thank you for the resub for the 19th month. Dragon Rune, thank you very much for the resub. You have to go to work in an hour, but you're excited. Heck yeah, my dude. And thank you, All OD, for the follow. Much appreciated. Thank you, Magi, for the resub. For the third month in a row, 16 total. Glad to be here this time. Couldn't make it the last one, but glad to watch this. Hell yeah, dude. Also, Ultimate Trash Panda, this will not be streamed on YouTube. However, it does go onto YouTube a couple of days after we're done. Usually, we try doing 3 days, but because we have 2 games going on Sundays, I usually just throw this out on like Thursday. So like it'll be on YouTube on Thursday. But yes, with all that being said, my dudes, hey, what's going on? We have a bit of a hype train, I think. Heck yeah, already.
Hell yeah, hype train.
Already a hype train.
We hype for game of the day.
I'm really happy that we have the freaking slideshow going, because like it just gives me something to watch whenever we're doing things now, whenever we're like getting ready to get in the game. Also, Dragon Ring gave 1,000 bits and says Piper has some inspiration for dealing with the killer in the future. Oh,
Thank you. I'm gonna die.
Is that killer inspiration?
and I'm pretty sure it goes to Piper, so probably not.
I'm kidding.
I'd hope
Which
not.
one's the killer and which one's the one?
Let's hope that Thriller Killer never gets any inspiration. Wink, wink.
Dude, I cannot wait till he gets prestige and literally murders half of the fucking city. Where'd the card go? The card can now float and manifest by itself. Fuck.
The card is now absolutely destruction.
He gets prestige. It's just a survey saying how many people in the satellite had non-marital
Oh
sex.
my god, bro.
For every prestige that he gets,
we need
Ricky
to
gets 2
we
more
need to just
nyans.
make the card, the other card to go with it, and like
Yeah, we need to make premarital sex
yeah,
card.
just need to make premarital sex the card.
Yeah, premarital list, which is an equipped spell.
And he
only for
checks
Thriller
it twice.
Yeah.
It's a
Fuck,
union equip
okay.
spell, so he can equip
It's an
it twice.
it's an equip spell to where when you equip it to Thriller Killer, he keeps whatever effect that he got whenever he was summoned.
Ooh.
Oh god.
So he can just attack directly every turn.
Joker, look.
So he's going to actually kill us. Is what you're
Thriller
trying
Killer
to
gets plus 10. It no longer is a card. It's real.
I mean, how much is 5,000?
Dragon Rune gives 5,000 BS. Here's some killer inspiration because Blue challenged it. Listen, I said wink wink out loud. You cannot blame me. It was
Please.
I said wink wink out loud. You cannot blame me for this kind of stuff.
At least
Ooh.
my cards aren't murders. Looks at the critical, right? Right?
Oh, they're not murderers. Let's not worry about the rest of that.
They're
Da-da-da.
loiterers?
They're jaywalkers.
I'm gonna call
I
it
mean-
kill aspirations.
I mean, wouldn't it technically be animal experimentation?
That's not their sins. That's the sin of the scientist.
3 sessions from now, we're gonna just be minding our own business, and then Nico's
So-
gonna say, "Hey, roll willpower."
So Thriller Killer has now gotten the most out of any of the NPCs.
Yes.
Well, congratulations, Thriller Killer. I guess you really are the killer of this horror show.
Let's go ahead and get us into the actual game. Just go ahead and get the actual
Please
things
don't
up.
have premarital sex,
Oh my god.
or we are gonna die.
But we are now inside the actual room. There are several things new in the room that we need to go over today. Some of them are rather obvious. Some of them are a little bit different. First things first, obviously the map has been moved. I moved it into the middle of the room. That way we can have more room for activities around it. I've also moved everybody around here a little bit around. So now I have a little bit more room as well. For memes, obviously. Memes are the greatest thing that we need the room for.
Oh, you go die.
Did I die?
The stream is kind of frozen right now.
Stream's frozen?
Oh no.
Stream frozen. Yeah.
Stream?
Oh, it's back. We're back.
Stream frozen?
I do like me some ice cream.
Stream frozen.
I do feel like it's lagging a little bit though. Watching the
lagging?
stream.
How is stream, guys? How are things going in it? People who are watching at home. I'm moving the camera around to see if there's anything going down. Waiting to see other people tell me things.
Yeah, should be fine now.
Seems fine. Frozen works fine. Sometimes there's a lag. Seems to be like it's working okay for some people and not working okay for others. Maybe there's like a
Is it
Twitch
Twitch
thing.
issue?
Yeah, maybe there's like a Twitch thing going on.
Okay, no, I'm seeing the frames drop like on time. I really think it's just
Joker,
something's
look.
happening.
We have
Yeah, it's not showing it on my side though. That's the big thing. Like it's not showing anything in the the thing down here about it. That's weird. Either way, it's a little bit too late to press the record button and just have the recording be okay. I should do that from now on. Either way, we'll do that next time. We'll do that next time, just in case something like this were to happen. I need to get into the habit of doing it anyway, but I just don't. Either way,
I need to get into the habit by not doing it.
saying the playback didn't work. Sometimes lag, probably my instance I happened last week. I mean, it's obviously not your end if everything's going off for everybody else. Making sure everybody is okay. Is everybody good?
Yeah, I think so. Also,
See
thank
Dragon
you,
Rune,
the
even
Dragon Rune.
tiny dragon. Can we see the Stream Kirby's form? Yeah, we can go to Stream Kirby in just a second. I'm just trying to make sure everybody's okay. It looks like everybody's all right. So let's just get into everything else that's going down first. Obviously, things have been moved around. We have different things going down right now, memes, all that good stuff. We also have changed up all of the heart tokens to little monster reborns.
I don't feel very reborn right now, Mr.
The
Stark.
stamina token that you have whenever you lose a duel and stuff like that has been changed to a little spellbinding circle. Both of them are the censored arts, by the way. I thought that was fun. And our AC is now a little Millennium Shield. That's pretty cool. Before I forget as well, there was a bunch of stuff happening. I didn't even get to notice it that much. 6,000 bits from Dragon Rune says killer can't be the biggest. Here's some for Nyan Yan.
You know what? I can live with this.
Nyan Yan has now been prestiged. Nyan Yan is now Nyan Yan +1.
Holy
The one
fuck.
session where Lindo can't make it.
Lindo
And
isn't
then
even.
it's Nyan.
Lindo can't do it. He's not even here. He's going to
I'd
London
love
or
to
something.
hear just a scream, but we don't have it. So just imagine it in your heads, please. Thank you.
Yeah, Lindo is going to be here today, so that's a shame.
We miss him.
Other than that, we also I also have changed up the things beneath both of the dueling arenas. I have changed them both to different pictures, that don't move, to try to deal with some of the lag issue inside the room. Seems to have done okay, but I'm still noticing the spike every now and then. So maybe it doesn't have anything to do with the things that are moving. So I might just put them back. But we'll see. We'll see. And finally, there is one other thing that I have done to the room, and that is, if we see here in the middle here, there are some neato things here. First off, Skull Servant's here. We love
Hi,
Skull
Skull
Servant.
Servant.
He's great.
How are you doing?
So what's gonna happen with Skull Servant is he's gonna disappear.
What? The
Yep,
good boy's going away?
Good boy is going away. He's gonna go away because we are going to put a new good boy in there.
Love, it's over.
It's over. Everything's done. I quit. I wanna change up the card every so often. And from now on I'm gonna change it up every game. So we're going to have the spotlight be on some other cards every now and then. So first
What
off,
cards are gonna be?
well, I think it'd be fun if we change the first one to maybe we'll throw in yeah, let's go with a card we didn't really get to see that often because other things had happened during those duels. And what are you doing in Prinzessin? I like it. She didn't get to really show herself because Hextrude was the big one. And he's still yet he is still yet to summon this.
He's having a moment, alright? Give him some time. He's like, I'm having fun with my coins.
He's still yet to do this. Even whenever he was dueling against Riku last time. So that's fun. But yeah, we'll change it up every other time. There are some other cards right above it though, guys.
Oh.
And I've mentioned these a couple of times throughout the time we've been doing 5Darps, but there was I don't know if anyone noticed, but there was a humongous change that happened at one point in 5Darps that caused some things to be pushed back a bit. I don't know.
I don't know what
we've
you're
been
talking
very
about. There's nothing wrong in 5Darps.
we very expertly didn't let anyone notice, but
we were actually really stealthy. You could not have noticed. It's like a Skyrim re-release.
But now we finally have everything settled. I wanted to give it a couple of games with the new players so that I could get how they're going to play their characters down. But we finally have ability cards. The first one being autos.
Auto!
Auto. When scavenging around underground or recycling, you may re-roll one die roll when rolling the loot table before knowing the result. You may do this again by using a trick token. Basically, with this auto, you're able to, whenever rolling on the loot tables, you can try your best to get one of the rare loot tables. So, like, if you roll the d20 and you don't, it's like, oh, you got a fucking 3 or you got a 19. You're like, I want to re-roll that because I know that the 8, the 7, and the 8 are the rarest loot tables. So I want to try to have another chance of getting that. Or once you guys finally understand where some of those things stand, you guys can try to make things go a little bit better for you. And the more trick tokens you have, the more times you can use it.
Hell yeah! You hear that, chat? If y'all want some cool loot, you gotta give it.
You gotta give it to him. You gotta give all the money to him. Pimp Auto.
The next card is Riku's. He's not also known as Sir not appearing in this film. When fighting one-on-one, once per fight, you may add your attack roll divided by 4, rounded up, to your AC for 1 round. You may do this again by using a trick token. Basically, whenever he's fighting one-on-one, after he attacks, he may use that roll for the attack to add onto his AC. With the way this works, you can add onto it up to 5 in AC, so that's pretty good.
Which makes him go from 11 to like 16. Fuck.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty freaking good. He can only do it once a fight unless he uses trick tokens. Oh, dog.
I don't know that character.
These dogs are crazy, man. Next card is Priska's. Priska can craft soda. When crafting sodas, depending on your rolls, you may either craft an amount equal to your roll, or 1d4 great sodas. Upgraded sodas fetch a better price and can give an effect to those who drink them for a short time. You can add helpers to add more soda production, plus half total. What that means in this plus half total thing, by the way, Will, I know I've already shown you this, but basically for every for every helper that you have, they are going to have to roll, and if they get good rolls, you add half of your total. So let's say you make D4 of great sodas, and you roll a 4, right? You have a helper, they also get a pretty good roll. They're going to add 2 to your total, and for every helper, you can add another half. So if you have 3 helpers and you roll a 4, then you're going to get a +6 if all of them make their other rolls.
Hell yeah! What about my eventual 2,000 people?
Yo, that's not gonna happen. So
give it some time, all right?
Okay, but it might happen tomorrow.
It's not happening at all. And finally, we got Hypers. When painting a portrait, depending on your rolls, you may sell that portrait for 10 times the amount shown on the dice. I have shown on the dice, but it's actually the amount rolled, so it is gonna count your stuff and everything like that. If there is a viable buyer around, those portraits may then show up again in different instances. Portraits with strong origins attached may have other effects. I wonder why I said that in there. That's weird.
There's nothing that could ever be related to that I've ever done.
That's fucking weird.
That's fucking weird.
And if you look on the bottom for both Priska and Pipers, they have to use supplies for theirs. They need either food supplies or painter supplies, and both of them do their stuff during their time. So it is going to take up time in the day to do either of your things. And for Piper specifically, you need a subject. So you need a subject for the portrait. You have to be like, oh, I'm gonna do this or do that, and yada yada yada. The other two don't have any needs. Again, they're gonna work off of trick tokens, but yeah, that's pretty basic to what everybody's gonna be getting. These are not the only ability cards you guys are gonna get. You're gonna get several more of them as the game goes on, and they are also rewards for the Pharaoh Fund over here. That we're gonna be we could potentially get fixed up. Not the first one. The first Pharaoh Fund is not for that, but it can potentially be for later. So you guys can grab your cards if you want. I'll throw Riku's over here. There you go. He has it now.
Sadiko.
What's up, my dude?
I love that this card's effect is that you can take control of a monster, of an opponent's monster.
Mhm.
and to the guy that got taken over by a dual spirit.
It's really good. I'm actually noticed that this is not the right Dorn Prinzessin. This is actually the old Dorn Prinzessin. Let me go ahead and change that really quick.
I'll get rid of the eye patch.
I mean, it'll show up again. It's fine. Your eye the eye patch will show up again if you just leave it alone.
Listen, those who know why I put an eye patch on the Princess, all right?
Eye patched.
Where is it at?
Play Genshin.
Whoa, new patch.
Punish Dorn and Princess.
Punish.
Play Genshin Impact. It's a good game. The
No.
Princess in that
where's
game is
that?
really cute.
There it is.
Cannot gaslight me into playing Genshin. The game.
I had changed it up. I forgot, but I had changed it up. I changed the effect slightly for this.
Oh, yeah,
And it actually reads a lot better as well. So there we go.
Hooray for clarity!
It still takes
Oh, wow.
it still takes control of things.
I can't give her the eye patch anymore.
Well, she's not locked in.
Oh, I see. There.
Yeah.
Now you can do it.
All right. Yeah, do it.
There you go.
You did it. You did it.
Yes. With all that being said, people wanted to see the Kirby. There it is. It is. What is it? Marin Kirby? You said. Will.
Repeat that. Sorry.
It is. It's Marin Kirby.
Yeah, like dog Marin Kirby.
Yeah.
My coffee hasn't kicked in yet.
Well, this is a pretty good Kirby. However, can it beat breakdancing Kirby with Blue Eyes
He's
White
right
Dragon
there.
yelling at him?
You will never be funkin' Kirby.
I like the he has bandana and it has little sugar candy on it that I made. I made that.
They might be able to be beat by main character Phantom Dealer.
Oh yes, of course. One day, Phantom Dealer will become the main character. he'll be able to come in and be a part of the group, and obviously that will 100% happen.
And then I'll be able to smooch.
You know what's really funny?
Riku?
I almost mistook him as Marco. But because there's no feather, it's not Marco.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
No!
There we go. Now it's Marco.
Marco goes to Jazza, yo, I have an idea. Let's go to Yu-Gi-Oh! World.
I mean, yeah, we have to pack a trading card, so you can do it.
But yes, with all that being said, my dudes, does anybody want to tell us what happened last time? Is anybody ready to do so? I can roll a
Yeah,
d4.
sure.
That's not here.
Huh?
Thank you.
You want to do it, Piper?
I can do it.
All right. What happened last time?
So last time in Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Darps Brotherhood second name pending, we card open session for a solid amount of time.
It was good.
It was good. Without further ado, we did that for at least like an hour. Card opening RP, it happens. We got some good cards. Will finally was redeemed by getting his Turtle Oath and then trading his Trihorn Dragon for the fusion card. Show it from my well. I know it's literally the name Turtle Crab, but I forget it's Crab Turtle, the other way around. And then we got ruthlessly exploited by the economy. We did that. I'm pretty sure that Riku has literally he has money. He had no money before, but he got money back. So after that, we decided because not Piper, Priska really wanted to go find some burners because Priska really wants burners, desperately wants burners.
I'm sorry, I need to make commerce.
I'm sorry that you get to make commerce. Anyway, Otto was like, we can go underground. I know the holes. I'm a little sewer man. I know where this goes. So we went for the underground, and Riku got another Nyan Nyan because God is cruel. And once we got there, we got to the horrormen over here, who were told could get us the burners because they do all this scavenging. Riku would know, but he's not here and I miss him. Anyway, we re-met with this girl named Mars, who is question mark friends with Riku, and in the same 5 Mile area as Piper. So she's holding up this area in the Harriman and is understandably sus of Street and Riku being here, and also Otto, but in a lesser way. And while we're trying to get the pass, it's like, well, we can't just fucking let anyone in. You can't, just because you want to kill a gang leader doesn't mean that you can just go in. Like, everyone wants to kill gang leaders. So that's not your fucking. That could be anyone. And Riku's like, God damn it. So she decides, okay, there's a bit of there's some gang violence occurring around north from here. If you guys go deal with that and like solve it, we'll let you in. And it's like, well, yeah, sure, but it's like only those three, not you two. You two stay here and you give me your dual disc. And they went Patrick cross arms and they gave it over and they sat there. While they were there, they analog dueled and Street discovered his trauma again, but in a soft and safe space with Riku. They might be friends. We're not sure.
Who
Anyway,
They're gonna gay kiss.
Anyways, we walked all the way over to the gang violence, and turns out that our favorite man Tank was there. So shit happened. Priska had the world's longest fucking duel with her arch nemesis, in which she spent
3.
in which she's shut up. In which she spent around 16 years, using all of her power to outwit her opponent. I just ran over him, man. And like 3 turns. And Piper finally summoned a big ass fucking blue eyes, fucking evil killer, also known as Thriller Killer. And fuck.
What's wrong? What do you mean?
It has some really realistic graphics.
He's got the graphics.
Hyper realistic.
Hyper realistic blood. No, we don't have blood here. We have jam covering. But yeah, Piper beat Tank, but a dear God, what cost? Potentially the price of her soul. We all got back there, and we were like, we did it. And then we gave the cards that we got from the people back to Mars, and she's like, all right, fine. I guess that you guys are, I mean, you still could, but I guess that it becomes a lot more likely that your crawlers trying to sneak into our territory. Fine, you can come in. And now we're here.
Good job, good job. Because of that, I'm going to give you another trick token. Oh, bam.
Sick.
Now you
I'm
can
going to trick so hard.
Now you can do 2 kick flips.
Priska finally can accomplish my dream of 2 kickflips and nothing more.
Oh, I could do something like that.
No, please don't.
No, please. All right then. So, as you guys have dealt with Tank and the other crawlers for now, you guys did make your way into the main area that is apparently leading off toward the crawler base. You do note that they do not take you far inside of the area. They seem to take you to the very first building that seems to be in the middle of the area going down. As she starts making her way that way, leaving behind a couple of the guys so that they can watch the place as you guys go in. The 2 that were defeated in their duels seem to be walking with you, as well as Greg, the one who was successful. They seem to want to basically hang out, go and get some shut eye from everything they were doing. So as you guys notice those 3 seemingly walk off a bit, Greg gives you guys like a wave, and your best friend Greg makes his way away to make sure that his friends are doing fine.
Can't believe that Greg is gone forever.
Greg is
Can't believe he's
gone.
gone.
He's gone for all time. As soon as he's
He
gone,
actually falls off like a ledge and just fucking drops 50 feet into the water.
yeah, he's dead now.
Rough.
As you guys would head off in that direction, the 5 of you follow Mars, who is at this point by herself. She doesn't really seem too worried that you guys are going to attack her, which is a good opportunity for you guys to stab her now. But
I pull out my dual disc and I slice her head off. Because I
okay,
have that regulator on it.
I see.
I'm
That's
kidding.
that's a nice little dual mod you got there.
You see, it turns my dual disc into a scythe.
Perfect.
I guess you're a communist now. Congratulations. He's the means.
You guys see that she does lead you guys a little bit further off. Again, going straight to that first little building there. Upon stepping in, you guys note that you guys are stepping into what appears to be a bit of a warehouse. On you guys.
Weird house.
A
Here
weird
we are.
house.
All right, so in this picture, objects may appear larger than they actually are.
No. They're all perfectly fine to what they should be.
That's
That
something
that
size
donut
of
is
a
literally
donut.
half the size of a person.
Also,
Um,
fucking, who the fuck puts donuts on the table without like a napkin or a fucking little plate? What the fuck?
King Karma gave $5. Says digs through pocket. Is this enough for Otto's trick? Is this enough? I'll go check. I'm pretty sure it is. I'm gonna go and check though, just to
Why,
make sure.
thank you.
Oh,
You didn't have to do that. Shit.
Tricks. They're $3, so I'm gonna give him 2 tricks. Even though you only gave me 5, I'm gonna give him 2 tricks anyway.
Emerald will now die for you.
Cause I'm feeling generous today. That means you guys are gonna die. I'm kidding.
Hooray! That's a
Feeling
promotion.
Anyway, here's this red flag, Emerald.
There you go. There's your 2 tricks, my friend.
Thank you.
Thank you very much,
Tricks
King.
For kids.
Ba-ba-ba-ba.
Thank you,
But,
King.
As you guys step in, you guys note that upon opening it, there's an obvious sound coming throughout the entire area of somebody sleeping. As you guys look over and see what appears to be a man with some bright blood red hair, laying over on the bunk bed area off to the side and just snoring his life away. The giant rat from Piper's apartment is also here.
Oh, it seems a
Oh no, this isn't Piper's. This one only has one mouth.
Oh, okay,
Oh,
never
no.
mind. Never mind. All right,
His hair is bigger than
it's just a
mine.
regular giant rat. Okay,
Yeah.
it's
Oh, no.
it's not the deadly version.
Oh no. His hair is bigger than mine. What do I do?
Well,
He's a predator. I can't do anything.
Well, time to get the scissors.
why do you
Scissors
think
is the
his
same
hair
one.
is red? Craves flesh.
As you guys come in, you just see that Mars just sort of waits at the doorway, looking at you guys. She just sort of motions in. If you guys want to buy anything, you gotta talk to Runner.
All right.
Is it fine to just yeah, why not?
Brisket will go over. Hey!
I'd stop you, but I'm eating a taquito right now. Hold on. Oh.
just found this taquito, man. Greg gave it to you. Priska,
I'm hungry.
you start making your way across the area. You yell out. You see that the boy is just sort of laying there, back turned towards you guys, just sort of snoring away.
Looks at the discarded bottle right here and almost considers shattering it, but then puts it down because she believes in recycling. So she just slaps him.
You go to slap him. Roll me for your resilience,
know.
my dude.
Okay.
Come on, get to it.
All right. Come on, roll low, roll low. Small money, small money. Ah,
You
13.
strike force with a 13. As you do, you note that there is a obvious shift in this person as you smack him. And you would also notice that the snoring appears to get slightly louder. But Priska, you know that there's no fucking way he slept through your slap right there.
Yeah, that was pure bone that I slapped him with.
He seemed to have stopped for a moment and then just sort of kept going with the snoring as if he's trying to ignore you.
I have money. We all have money.
Priska, you trying to convince me?
Poke, do commerce.
As you are poke at him, go on. Why don't you roll me a negotiation?
Please don't roll high. I don't want this like caveman language to work.
Booga booga.
Ooga booga commerce.
Okay, good.
Ooga.
He does not seem to get up immediately. Otto, you gonna stay back over there?
Okay, he's pretending to sleep.
Well, I mean, if he's not gonna take our money, I guess we'll just have to look through the stuff ourselves. And
Our
hand it
boy
over to
Riku
someone
will
else.
stay back here and chat with Mars.
Good, he's good.
Amen, little boy.
back
Amen.
here.
What were you doing though, Otto?
I mean, he's just saying, well, if he doesn't want to get up, I guess we'll just have to look through stuff ourselves.
Yeah, we'll look through the stuff and then we'll wake him up after. That way he knows we're not bluffing. I know you're faking it. Can you stop with the snoring? Oh, you get one more. You're lucky that was a bluff. Let's go.
You guys gonna try to look through stuff around here?
Okay, where's the commerce?
You notice there's a lot of boxes everywhere.
Yep.
I'm gonna look through the boxes that are open.
There's a lot of open boxes.
Then I'm gonna start looking. Wee.
All right. Give me a
Let's
general
go.
idea of where you're looking.
Because this is a new place, I'm just gonna go raw style. Raw style looking.
Give me a general idea of where you're looking, because there's a bunch of boxes here.
Closest one to me.
Bring your hand over here and show me which boxes you're looking in. How about that?
Okay. This one.
You're gonna open this one?
Oh, right. That one's not open. Find that one.
Okay, you're gonna just open. Just gonna try to go to one of the ones that are open.
If it's not taped, then the rhyme.
Otto, you want to look in stuff as well?
Yeah, why not? It's just like he's literally just ignoring us. It's like, well, I guess we have free reign.
Where are you looking? You're
We're
looking at that one?
This open box, yeah. Like, why
Okay.
not? It's like he isn't getting up, so it's like, well,
Piper, are you
may
wanting to
as
look through
well.
boxes, or are you wanting to do anything else?
Is this guy still pretending to be asleep?
Yep.
I'm bored. Can I tickle him?
You're gonna what?
Tickle him.
You're gonna go tickle him?
I gotta tickle him.
You can make your way over to do a tickle. Roll me finesse.
What the
you got this. Tickle him awake.
Also, why are
I don't know
these?
what happened.
Where do these go?
There are two going potential. I don't know what happened.
Okay.
I think that when Emerald was putting, because sometimes the thing goes around, and what happened to my fucking desk? Actually, yeah, I'm just looking at everything. What happened to my AC? Why is it backwards?
I don't know, man.
Did you
17.
move things when you moved everyone else?
I did not.
Again, like the pencil tool, sometimes if you move around, they'll push it around.
As you
if it
go
isn't
for a
aligned.
tickle, you note that he seems to shut up almost immediately, as if he is straining. As you go to tickle, he goes. Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! You see him start just flailing around almost immediately as you go for him. As he begins to flail around and just sort of rocket around the area, he just falls off.
Oh.
Henry, did you just throw him off the bed?
Ah, looks like Sleeping Beauty's awake.
I surrender! I surrender! I surrender! I surrender! Oh, jeez! Oh, man down!
You sleep really tight.
Yeah, I was just really tired. Is all.
Nods.
Hey, who are you guys?
I think my.
As you guys go to open up things, the two that you guys go to, Otto, looking in the one that you see there, it appears to just be a whole bunch of foodstuffs. As you look in, a bunch of nuts and berries and all that good stuff, a bunch of just food preserves. And Prisco, whenever you look in yours, it appears to be full of scrap, as in scrap metals and different things like that.
Ooh, Scrap is gonna like this one.
As you guys look in those and then look back over there, dude seems to have gotten up and sort of looks like dusting himself off. So yeah, who are you guys? What's going on?
Hi, my name's Prisca Poppers. Here's the list of items I'm looking for. Have you seen
How
any of
did
these
you have
items?
all that prepared entirely?
Yeah, I don't know if you. I'll see what I can do. He takes it. Yep, this is a list full of things that I looks around the room. Definitely know where it is.
Know where it is, so you have it.
Probably. I mean, there's not really a lot of things you can show us that we don't have.
Okay, what's the general price point before I start looking?
Depends on what you want.
It's right there in plain.
It also depends on if we can find it, what quality it is, what condition it's in, what it's made of. You said looking here, you want a burner? There's we have hot plates, we have Bunsen burners, we have other things that can go forward. Medical grade, we could also go for just sort of survival grade. There are also tiny stoves that people use to cook outdoors, things like that. A lot of things can fall into this category.
All right, so we have to find it first, right?
With that, I mean, I know where one is. I was actually using it, but I mean, I guess you want it. You want it?
Yeah, I'll take used.
It's right over here. You just see him walk off over toward where the table and everything is. You see him reach under the table toward a box. He pulls out what appears to be just a very crude looking what appears to be like a survival stove that you would take camping and things. He puts it at the top of the thing and just sort of lays it down. You see him after he puts it up, he sort of shifts it around as if it was crooked for a moment, and then looks at it, and then just sort of steps back ta-da, Old Faithful.
Oh, if it's Old Faithful, that means it's yours, right?
It's the one I use every time I come over and have to do this job, yeah. Usually I'm out running, hence the name. Oh, I didn't tell you my name. Name's Runner.
Yeah, we heard.
Oh, yeah? Well,
yeah.
Name's Runner. I usually run. If I'm not running, I'm in here doing inventory, which is just as, exciting as you think it is. So, yeah.
Well, at least you get paid decent, right?
I mean, he looks back. The pay's decent for the running. This job's mostly for board. I don't really want to like try to live outside of the walls. There's problems. You get it. You
Then
understand.
why don't you try to hire someone to do inventory for you? Someone that's more interested and able to organize everything. It'll make it more efficient for you, your customers, everyone involved.
Well, yeah, but like, what if they do inventory and they put something somewhere where I can't find it?
That their job is literally to tell you where it is.
You also already said that you can't find it anyway. Details.
This isn't like, I assume this isn't the man thing of like, oh, I know where it is in this mess. No, you just don't know where it is.
Yeah, that's basically it. You got me.
Yeah, just get yourself someone to. There's a lot of people here that are looking for jobs.
I'm gonna go try to find the burner now.
It's right
You
here.
guys have fun.
Just like motions,
Okay,
like right
you
here.
found it. Sorry, I was sitting it. I was putting away my taquita. Now
Oh, okay.
No, keep looking, Piper. This is a sentimental one.
This is in the metal burner.
Well, again, with what you have listed here, it looks like you're looking for something that's a bit more high grade. This will get you through, obviously. It's pretty good. It heats things up. That's what it does.
It may get me through for now, but I'm going to replace it. It seems to you that this has brought you through a lot.
It has made me many a cup noodle.
Cup noodles that you would have to cook with something else if you didn't have this.
I would have to walk all the way to the stove.
And wouldn't that hurt you,
It would.
Mr. Runner?
I agree.
We don't want you to be Mr. Walker.
Walker's my dad. I never want to be like that.
I understand that completely. Let's not be like our dads.
Agreed.
I'll go look for the high grade one so you can keep your friend.
You do that, Poppers, and I'll be in this chair, sitting.
It's a big ass fucking chair.
It's pretty good. He just like looks. He just like looks at the. He looks at the list. What other things did you have on the list, Will?
Stuff for various flavors of sodas.
The rest of the stuff here is just foodstuffs. That's pretty easy. We just go into cold storage. Can get most of the stuff for you pretty easy. You're looking for a lot of fruits here. Can't really get a lot of things like that in the satellite usually, but you came to the right place. We're basically the only people who'd be able to get it for you.
Oh, that's perfect.
When it comes to that, for the quantity you're wanting as well, I would say, you probably need to get the equivalent of 3 of our food bags, which are around 500 each.
Oh, that'll be good. But first, let's get the burner. I can't do anything without the burner, so
All right.
let's go look.
This
look
one
what the
here,
best
this one
quality
here's
is.
food. This one here's food grade. The one that's on the table, it'd be somewhat expensive, but I mean the boss usually is fine doing rentals or doing loans. If you're looking for something that'll last you a lot longer, though, you're looking for medical grade. That'll probably cost you a pretty penny, but he looks around. We probably have something in here for it.
Well, let's start looking.
I'd suggest the big box over there. He points off toward the big like security box over here.
All right, let's go.
Yes, we're going.
Tries opening it.
Hold on,
Did you
Piper.
try taking off the lock first?
Hey, Poppers!
That's the name of the company, but yeah.
He like holds out a key. Here. There you go. There you go.
I'll take that.
There you go.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
No problem.
There you go.
Be careful. This guy might end up being runner instead.
I mean, he just walked there.
I'd rather not run. I
As
don't
you
particularly
guys
like it.
as you guys go to open the thing here, you guys see what appears to be a large amount of very nice looking supply. Each of you have been in the recycle before, in the recycling area up to the northeast of town. the stuff here is not garbage. As you open up the large box here, you find what you can only describe as the genuine article. Stuff that was made very recently, new, out of the box, sort of tech. As you look into it, you find what appears to be several cases that seem to have like a clear opening to them to be what looks like chips of some kind for computers and electronics. You also see several dual discs inside, which is pretty interesting. Some of them looking a little bit better than others. And as you have it open, there does appear to be a large amount of not only medical supplies, but also what you can see is different forms of chemistry supplies. At the very bottom of which you do see what appears to be a large square box that seems to be a nice little Bunsen burner.
All right, careful. I'll lift it. Hold on.
Street
Okay,
just reaches in. Got it.
Thanks.
You have noodle arms. I'm kidding.
Your arms shouldn't be able to bend like that. It's impossible.
So Deco,
What's up?
seeing the chips and the dual discs, would Otto recognize them as being regulators, or
Otto, you would 100% be able to recognize these as being regulators. As you look you look into them, they each of them appear to be differently color coded. As you look at them, they are obviously again out of the box new. Some of them look old, like as in like they are old tech but newly opened. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But there are quite a few things in there. As you look through it, you find it.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's the price point of this baby?
You want to bring it over here?
All right, let's go, Street.
All right, okay.
Careful.
There they go.
Careful.
Street just sort of walks it over, just like, yeah, okay. He puts it onto the table. He's like, all right, good job, guys. Well, what's your offer?
Okay, so it's an offer first. Okay.
Not really. I mean, I just don't know the prices of anything in there because the boss hasn't told me yet.
Okay, let's see. Start examining it. Okay, I'll start lowballing a bit. How is the 3,000 range?
That's a pretty good start. Only for a negotiation.
Alright. This time, I'll put some stuff in it.
Hey.
Because this is important.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Alright, let's go.
Go get the burner. The Bunsen burner. They're gonna make plates. They're gonna be hot.
12, 13, 14. You look him over. As you bring it out, you sort of like to see him giving you a smile. As you say 3,000, he looks over to you. Again, I don't really know a lot of the value of the stuff in there. At least the stuff we haven't already used up for different things. But he like just sort of like leans back, looking over toward the two of you. You see him kind of like push the chair back slightly. 35.
Deal.
All right. He just shrugs like, no skin off my bones. He should have told me.
Like, I'm just fucking here.
I'm just here, man. I don't know what to do.
So
I thought he was gonna be like, hey, you're supposed to haggle.
It's like 3,000. Okay. What? Yeah, okay, that's fine. I'm kidding. But no, you just see him like look over toward the table. He sits up, grabs a DP chip off to the side, just sort of like holds it out to you. Do you want to give up 3,500?
No, I changed. Of course I do. And I already did the math. There you go.
Oh, yeah, you did. Good job.
Math person.
So as Priska is doing commerce, as I'm looking over these regulators, do they say what they do?
As you look them over, you see that they are somewhat labeled. However, the only two labels you see on them are Basic Reg 1 and Advanced Reg 1. There are more basic regs than there are advanced regs. As you look it over, Otto, both you and Piper roll me for your what is the stat that I'm wanting? Roll me for your instinct, both of you.
Gotta feel it in my bones.
The one time I don't have instinct on a character.
One, what the fuck is this?
So 13.
Otto, as you're looking in and trying to like see what different things are, you start hearing breathing from over you. At first, you look up and you think it's Piper. Piper doesn't seem to really notice anything. So you're like, oh, okay, it's probably just Piper. Then you look back toward the regulators, and then you notice the breathing is coming from the opposite side of you, where Piper is.
I look. Do you see anything?
You do. Give me one moment.
Oh, there's the giant rat.
You see. Oh, they're tall. Get out of here. Stop being so tall.
Gremlin army, come on.
Hello.
You see what appears to be a girl looking over the top as well, looking down into it. As she looking to the regulators and then looking to you, you see there is a noticeable like a wiggle in the eyebrows, like wiggle, 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 wiggle.
Hello. Do you happen to know what some of these do?
As
who are you
as Otto says that, Piper, you look over, you see what appears to be a young girl wiggling her eyebrows at Otto.
Oh no, premarital sex! Oh fuck!
As she goes, "Do I know what these do, you say? Well, I just happen to be a bit of an expert in that bit of information." As
When did you get here?
you just see that she is, as she's talking, Runner just sort of looks over. Mars, the weird girl's here again. Deal with it.
He cuts off. It's just the weird girl.
Come on, it's a weird fucking girl.
Mars, the weird girl's here again. Deal with it. Can't. Sits down. I take offense to the weird girl comment. I happen to be an expert in dual regulators, and I can tell you exactly what each of these can do. And I can tell you a good price for each of them. That way you don't get swindled.
Oh, well, thank you.
As she looks over toward the new additions, as both Priska and Street make their way over as well. So, are you guys looking into getting your game a little bit more on?
Are you getting paid for this little girl?
Getting paid? Little girl? Me? Paid? I wish so.
Who's the sassy lost child?
Who is the sassy
All right,
lost
she
child?
wants a job. You probably found the person to do your inventory.
We were told not to let her in, but she keeps coming in.
We'll give her a job so that she can come in now.
We were told not to let her in. Meaning she can't be here.
How long has she been in this room?
She likes hiding in the junk.
Understood.
I don't hide in the junk. I look through it and see if there's anything that has any potential inside of it. Obviously, you guys are from here, right? You guys know the recycling over at the recycling areas and down in the undergrounds and all the different places you can find tech, and you can figure out the different ways you can use it to increase your duel, huh?
Yeah, that's how I found my dual disc.
Yeah, and I also can tell from their voices and how they don't want you here that you might be too young to have the job. Sorry, kid.
Well,
So anyway, what do these do?
Anyway, what these
Yeah.
as she seems to completely avoid the whole too young for this conversation, and turns and brings out the brings up the things. You see her just reach in and just take the large section of the area out. You guys close the box on top, and then she places them down on the very top of it. As you guys see, all of these.
She's not
Dear
arguing
God.
She's
The
not
Nabby chips are here.
She's not arguing my point. I think she might actually be a minor. I'm scared.
Children in the satellite?
How
Never.
dare there be children in the satellite? We need to call them.
Well, I'm just saying, I know what it's like to be mistaken for a little girl, so I had to make sure first, and now I'm scared.
I had to make sure because I know how much I hated it, so I tried to make her angry, and it didn't work.
Yeah.
I tried to make her angry so that I could be like, psych, I knew you were an adult, that's why I asked you to get a job, and it was going to be a thing. It was going to be a mentor and student thing, and then she would have got a job at my place.
She appears to just be completely avoiding the subject, and as you guys are talking about it, she's also not saying anything. But as she spreads the regulators up on the top, I've already told most of you guys about this. However, our boy Emerald was not here at the time, so we can actually go over them a little bit again. So they are split up into several different types. The 4 over here are just your basic reg things. They don't seem to have anything into them. They are mainly just the holders of different things. Don't worry about those. They're obviously not useful at all. However, looking over here at the other 9 that are here, we see that there are things like basic monster 1, basic spell 1, basic trap 1, basic field 1, favorite monster level 5, and a bunch of things called last stands. As we look at the ones up here in order, we have basic spell 1. It is making it to where you start the game with a basic spell card on the field. This spell must be a spell that has no bonus to a type, archetype, or a named card listed in its text. It is not limited in any way, and it deals or gains less than 500 LP or 500 life points. Spells must be attached with a fee to use with the regulator and switched off with only with a tinkerer. Meaning that whenever you go to buy this, the person you buy it from has to associate a spell card with it, and if you guys ever want to switch that up, you need to use a tinkerer to do so. By the way, you guys used to have a tinkerer, but he's gone now.
Oh, you mean there was never a tinker? We have Riku.
Riku, yeah, exactly.
Fucking...
But as you guys look to this, you guys can use this with stuff like, for example, like Dying Keto the Cure Master. You can use this with stuff like Hinotama, Ukazi, things of that nature. You can't really use Ukazi because Ukazi has 500. But
I know it says basic spell. Can it be used with Pot of Greed?
Pot of Greed is limited in some way.
Mm.
So no.
It's a forbidden card.
Yeah. As that is said, you guys can basically use that with whatever kind of cards you guys can think of, and the fee may go up or down depending on which cards you guys want to associate it with. There is the trap version, which is essentially the same thing. Both of these just start off with the card on the field, so they're just automatically there with those two. Same thing with basic field. However, basic field is slightly different. You start off with a field spell card active on the field. This field can only have an effect that grants that gains or loses attack in intervals of 500 or less, with no other effects. Spells must be activated with a fee, yada yada yada. So you can basically put stuff like Mountain, stuff like Mystic Plasma Zone, things of that nature.
Sogen?
Sogen, yes. We also have Basic Monster, number 1, which basically you can have a normal monster in play that have 1200 attack, 1200 or less attack, or 1500 or less defense. They can't be a tuner or a Gemini monster, and they can basically just be on the field. So, for example, the strongest monster we have thought of that you can use with this is Beaver Warrior. You can start the duel with a Beaver Warrior on the field, which is pretty cool. And finally, there is Favorite Monster level 5. This will allow you, whenever you start a duel, to start the duel off, you can replace one card in your starting hand with a level 5 normal monster from your deck. Any level 5 normal monster from your deck. So that's pretty good. We then go over to the last stands. Each of these have an effect depending on if you have 1,000 or less life points. So you have last stand level 1 here, which is once you are below 1,000 life points, activate effect. For the rest of the duel, you can normal summon level 5 normal monsters without tributes, which is pretty good. This one is once you are below 1,000 life points, yada yada yada. Both players draw one card, then discard one card, or send one card from the field to the graveyard. Pretty okay. Then there is basic speed 1, which will gain 1 speed counter at the start of a duel. Pretty good. Pretty okay. Just have an extra speed counter in a turbo duel. And finally, the last stand, when you are below 1,000 life points, activate the effect. Special summon a non-tuner monster with no effect and 1,500 or less attack and defense from your extra deck. So you can use that with stuff like Cherubim the Fire Knight and things like that. Those are all of those basic ones. And then there are these 3, which are the back effect ones. They have slightly stronger effects. However, whenever you go to buy one, you also have to choose one of these effects out of these 3, and your opponent also gets the effect. So you can get the back effect 1 health, for example. This gives you 1,000 life points on yourself, but you also have to choose either this or one of the other 2 to give to your opponent. So let's say you want the extra 1,000 health. The back effect of that you choose to be draw. So your opponent draws 1 more card at the start of the duel. And vice versa. You could take the duel, you could take the draw, but then your opponent gains 1,000 health. Or you can take the draw and just both of you draw, or both of you gain 1,000 points. It's pretty neat. The last one is Mulligan. You can discard your hand at the start of a duel and redraw. Specifically discard your hand, not shuffle it back into your deck. So those are pretty neat. You can get slightly stronger effects, but they have a little bit of a back effect. Or you can just say fuck it and take them from the advanced ones here, because there are now advanced ones that are here as well, that just give you those 3 effects without any back effects. They're, however, more expensive. And finally, we have 2 other advanced ones, which is Advanced Health 2. This gives both players 2,000 extra life points at the start of the duel, making basically the duels be 6,000 life points. And the last one, which is Advanced Speed 2, which gives you +2 speed counters at the start of a duel. As she goes over and starts explaining all of these to you guys can kind of tell that there are some very interesting effects among them. However, whenever she kind of like glosses over the basic reg ones, you guys, upon like looking forward and seeing these, as she's like talking about the mulligans, blah 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 blah, you guys hear, I believe we should start looking through those. You guys hear what appears to be Guiltia talking to you.
Is he talking specifically about the basic reg?
Yeah.
Yes.
What about the basic reg?
Well,
they don't seem to do anything?
Yeah, those don't have anything in them yet. You have to get a tinkerer to mess with them and all kinds of stuff. It's usually just better to buy ones that are here. I mean, it's not like they have any other effects they can put on them. I believe it would be advantageous to get a couple of those. When it comes to these regulators, I believe that we spirits might be able to give a bit of aid when it comes to those.
Oh. I don't have a lot of money at this point, so... Any of you want to start buying?
Well, that's basically everything here. Like I said, I wanted to let you know that, any sort of prices you might be able to get, because again, you can never trust these guys. They're gang members.
That is very true. How much do you think the basic regs go for? It seems rather interesting if you can get a tinkerer to give it an effect.
Well, usually for the different effects and different things of that nature, let me go ahead and get up a little thing that I have on my desktop so that I can actually give you the perfect thing there, Emerald. Because I need to find it, and it should be here, and I'm trying to get it to go. There we go. The regulator itself, just the part, is 1,000. Would be around 1,000 dual points. However, adding on the basic effect or changing effects give different other sort of point values as well. Any of the ones that already have the effects in them, I would say, could go upwards of 3,000, and you might be able to find them a little bit cheaper, or maybe get them to haggle down. But that'd be around what you would pay for in this anywhere else. But the regulator parts themselves, I think, would just be around 1,000. So if you have a tinker of your own, if you want to try that, shrug.
What do you guys think?
Sammy just reaches over and picks up a couple of the basic regs. I'll take these.
Then with my budget, I could take one. And then, it gives me 2,000 left to play with.
Like I said, you might be able to haggle something out of them, but shrug. If getting one of these for 2,000 would probably be a bit of a stretch, though that guy doesn't seem very smart.
So Semi got 2 of those. Cool. I'm gonna grab a basic one as well. Because I have 3,000 and I can spend 2,000 more.
Yeah. What's in your heart, dude?
Do y'all have any particular interest in one of these?
I'm just watching, dude. You pick. Choose with your heart. I said your heart or your mind. Why are you reading?
Yeah, why are you thinking?
Basic trap would be cool.
Altogether, with what she says, this would be around 4,000 dual points, but you can try to haggle down. Would you like to try to do that?
I would like to do that, yes.
Otto, you and Street make your way over toward Runner. As you do, Street just sort of seems to pay outright for the 2 basic regs. As he does, he just sort of steps back, and you see him as he does just sort of hand them out toward both Priska and Piper.
Oh.
Here you guys go.
Oh, thank you.
Nods. It's kind of like, okay.
I was gonna offer one to Otto, but he's already buying one, I guess.
Okay, so teasing didn't work, so I think I'll just ask you outright. Are you actually a little girl, or
we're gonna get to Otto's thing first.
Okay.
Because he did go up. He did.
Bullying this fucking woman.
Yeah, he did come up here to try to haggle, so I'm not gonna skip it out yet. But Otto, you make your way over to Runner. As you do, he just sort of looks over. He's just like, I heard everything that was said, especially the part about me being dumb.
I didn't say it.
I mean, she's not wrong. He just sort of shrugs.
I would like to get this basic reg and this basic trap regulator for 3,000.
Roll negotiation.
And I can go up to 3,400.
Go negotiation, man.
Let's fucking go. No! But I have a fleeting.
Do a fleeting. Go for it.
Come on.
Roll with your heart.
18. 20.
Hey.
As
It's the hair, man.
As he looks you over, you see him give you a narrowed eye. He looks. Okay.
He's going for the 3,000?
Yeah, you go for 3,000.
All right, 3,000. Let's go. Now I shall go ahead take that off. I'm left with 400 for hundo, and now I have 2 cool heckin' regulators.
Heck yeah.
Heck yeah.
As you buy the trap regulator, he does look to you. He's like, so, what do you want to put on it?
Magic.
I didn't think I'd get this far.
I didn't think I'd get this far.
All right, open your deck, buddy. Come on.
Whenever it's sold, I gotta try to connect it with one of your things. So which one?
How about this one, Scrap Iron Scarecrow? I think that's basic enough. It's not associated with a card. It's not limited.
He looks you over. As he does, roll me one more negotiation, please.
Alrighty.
Because if you read the trap thing, there is a fee associated with putting cards to it.
I should put in 1. Let's see. Do I get a plus? Yes.
Ooh.
Yes, I
Roll
get
it.
the
Now
plus.
come on.
Whoa!
Big money, no whammies, brother.
Big money, no whammies. Big money, no whammies. Big money, no whammies.
That's pretty
That's
good.
Big money, no whammies.
E.
He looks to you as he does. I would normally have to charge a little bit for Scrap Iron. That's a really good card you got there. Kind of like scratches the back of his head for a moment. Yeah, whatever. Give me the 400 you said you had.
Okay. I am now down to 0 DP, but it's perfect.
I am now broke.
I am going to
Hooray!
put on there, instead of basic trap 1, it is Scrap Iron Scarecrow.
So basically, it's on the field face down.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, is how it starts. Cool,
You will start off the game with that face down. That's a really good card to have them on there.
Mm-hmm.
He would charge you quite a lot for that, but at the moment he is not caring.
He's not caring. He's a
Rowan
good
is like,
man.
whatever.
All right, hell yeah.
As you take the card, thing from him, he looks back to you. Let's just bring it back if there's ever any problems, or if you find a tinkerer to help you. I guess that'd be a little bit cheaper. Have you know these things usually mess up after a couple of duels, but I'm sure you'll be able to mess with it.
If I have any issues, and if I can, I will try to make my way here.
And you can try
Thank you
just
very
taking
much.
out and blowing on it. I don't know. Maybe that'll work.
No, it might. They are basically little cards.
They're just little cards, man. They're just little cards.
As you make your way back over to the others, as you see that she is that the girl is just sort of like standing there, like arms crossed, smirking. What were you saying before, Priska? Will? William Dorf?
Oh, I thought I went off of mute, but I actually put myself on mute.
You did it.
Yeah, so, okay, I'll stop bullying you. What is your story?
Bullying me? What do you mean?
Calling you a little girl and all that.
Oh, were you trying to bully me? Is that what's going on?
Well, not bully you, but like kind of see what your deal was.
Step.
Can I at least get a name?
Roll me for your demeanor.
All right. Because Kiwi won't even give me a name. Isn't that a name? No.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
She looks back at you. As she does, she seems to smile wide, push her glasses up. Well, I mean, if you wanted to bully me so bad, you can keep going with it if you want.
Nah.
I don't mind.
Nah, I think it was just offensive because I got bullied a lot for my height, and I wanted to see if I don't know. I'm sorry.
You weren't really doing much at all, you know. You weren't really making me feel bad. I didn't even know you were bullying me at first.
Well, I'm so sorry anyway. So what is your deal?
Oh, I'm just, well, she just sort of shrugs. I'm just Ruth.
Hello, just Ruth.
That wasn't exactly what I meant, but okay. As she just seems to be like giving a bit of a giggle. If you guys are leaving, take her with you. She's not supposed to be here. I don't want to chase her out. It sounds mean.
But she likes this stuff.
Yeah, but the boss doesn't want her here, though.
I don't think you're meant to live here. Not in that way, anyway.
Well, I don't want to live here.
What were you doing here?
I wanted to look through the regulators. But I couldn't get the key. And then you guys got the key.
It's like, are you getting one?
Oh, no, I don't have any money.
So you were just standing here?
Mm-hmm.
Nah, it's like, okay, this makes sense somehow.
She like motions over toward the boxes off to the side. I was going through these looking to see if there's anything else interesting, but there wasn't really much else. They usually keep all the good stuff further in. But I'm not supposed to be further in. I'm not supposed to be this far in. So it's hard to sneak in. Well, it's easy whenever they're off doing fights or whatever.
Oh yeah, right. That did happen.
Mm-hmm. That's usually whenever I try to slink in. Whenever they're away and I can come in and yada yada, someone's away, someone will play that thing. That one. You know?
Yes.
When the cats are away, the mice will play or something?
Oh, okay, now I get it.
Something like that.
We need to get you a cat, Piper.
There was a cat in that building before.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. Are you guys talking about Big Rat, the thing that we're all afraid of?
Oh, you know too?
No. Well, yeah, I live in the building. No, I'm playing. No.
Are there any more people living in the apartment that I should know about?
I live in the trash room. Wait, what?
Scratch record sound.
Are you guys wanting to buy anything else?
I was a grab.
Like looks over. You're trying to grab basic spell?
Yep.
You want to bring it over to the boy?
I'll bring it over to the boy.
Slink. As he looks at you, he just sort of like gives a smile. You gonna try to haggle me too?
I'd rather not.
Like, well, what's the offer then?
She squints like, I already forgot the information that was told to me 3 minutes ago.
The main price for this, at least as far as Ruth seemed to say, she said that they would sell them for around 3,000, but you could maybe get them lower. Otto seemed to get them lower.
Otto has drive and a soul. I want to be out of here as fast as possible. So yeah, I'll just go 3,000.
Drive and a soul. Ha!
You hand the 3,000 over as he just sort of shrugs like, yeah, okay. As he touches your dual point thing with his, and they transfer over.
Yep.
Did you make the change?
Yep.
Okay. As you do so, at this point, did you want to get anything else, Priska?
No, I am surprised I got so into the budget that I'm like not risking.
Okay. As you guys step away from the regulators, you see that she sort of puts them all back in their places very quickly. As you guys are doing so, she seems to admire her handiwork before just sort of like skimpering off toward all of you. Just Ruth.
Just Rodica.
It's a nickname for Justice Ruthica.
As she sort of stands there like sort of rocking back on her heels a bit, waiting for you guys. They told me I had to leave with you guys, so I'm gonna leave with you guys. Do you mind?
Alright.
I guess not, no.
We'll protect you.
Protect me from what? Are they still fighting?
No, but you know how this place is.
Well, you can usually avoid everything by going underground.
That is true. All right. I guess we should head off then. I think we got what we came here for, right? Proceed at your groceries or whatever.
Oh, I can't afford groceries right now. Right now, it's just this bad boy.
All right.
Was that everything that? I mean, He looks back. He looks back around. They might have had some other things, but we could always come back later. And tomorrow, I think I can do recycling again, so I can maybe get something then.
I still have an employee to pay.
Yeah, the guy that dueled you or whatever, right?
The guy that tried to mug me and I gave him a job instead.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
It's a good defense mechanism if you're a business person.
Sounds like you got a lot of crawler problems. Runner sort of gets up and looks over to you guys.
A bit, but so far we've been able to deal with them.
So far, anybody can deal with them a couple of times. The only problem with the crawlers is they don't really give up. We should know. We've been fighting them for years at this point. Before I joined up, that's for sure. But if you guys are fine with everything the way they are, then just make sure that nobody knows you guys got some more expensive things going on. The crawlers really love getting their hands on our tech.
Understood.
Way ahead of you. Is the Bunsen burner in a box?
Yep.
Okay, then on the box, I want to write trash.
Oh, the one thing that we had to do, Piper. What spell did you want to put on it, or did you want to attempt to have someone put it on it later for you?
I could probably look for something. Let's see if just keep going. I'll figure it out. And like, what the? Oh no!
Actually, you know what? I do have the budget for one bag of groceries.
I just saw it slinking, and I'm like, oh no.
Do you want to get one thing of food supply?
Yeah, I'll go decrease the 500. Yes, that'd be 175 now.
There you go. And you a little sack of assorted fruits and other things you can use for flavors.
Oh yeah, I can make a couple sodas. Hooray!
And you got that.
Hooray!
A pipe bomb?
Sure, dude.
Hi, Bob.
Because basically, Piper, the idea.
No, you jumped up.
Basically, the idea, Piper, is that whenever you ask the spell for him, it usually would require some sort of a cost to put on it.
Yep.
So you can hold on to it if you want to, or
Yeah, probably
you can
hold on to it because I'm looking at my stuff and nothing is immediately got on.
As you guys begin to make your way out from where you are, he just sort of like gives you the warning about keeping things close to you. The crawlers do seem to want to take things quite a bunch. You guys make your way over toward where Mars and Riku are. Riku comes back over to join you, saying something about dragons, I'm sure.
Dragons.
As Mars just sort of has her arms crossed. There, did you guys get everything you needed?
Yes.
Got a good bunch.
So, are you good to leave then?
I think we're good to leave. He's gonna look to Priska.
Yeah.
Okay, we are good to leave.
I can't wait to start selling again.
You didn't do anything wrong while you were here, I guess, so I suppose if you do ever decide to come back, just try to find someone you know, either me or Runner or someone around here. Except for you. Looks over toward Ruth. But, until then, just sort of shrugs. Thanks for your help, I guess. I'll walk you out.
All right.
you guys start to make your way out from the area. You guys would start to pass by the main section of the buildings that would lead you out. You guys see the different harbormen that are off to the sides, just sort of like doing their thing. As you guys begin to make your way away, I'm gonna go ahead and take these two things over toward your guys' things really quick. That way I don't have to keep
Dragging them over.
Yeah.
So
There
you
are
hate gangs. What's your
And there
opinion on
is
cults?
I don't know where that was going to go, but I think I was expecting a massively different sentence.
So who are you talking to with that?
Ruth.
Well, I don't hate gangs. I mean, I just sort of hate the idea of them, I guess. I mean, hate's a really strong word. You just can't trust them at all.
Yeah. And cults?
Are you talking about those guys underground?
Yeah.
They're really weird.
Okay, you and Riku can get along.
Dragons. So
I don't know, I wouldn't call them a cult.
as you guys would get over toward the main exit of this place, away from where the walls would reach the bit of the road / bridge that would lead out, you guys would notice that there would be several more members of the Harbormen coming in from the other side, including go ahead and get a couple. We'll get some green boys because we have some green boys over here, and no green boys to go with them. We gotta have green boy representation, man.
Yeah, man.
There we go.
And if we could get everyone green, then we could spare them all.
You guys see what appears to be a good number of people making their way, as well as a man who seems to be walking in the center of them, who does not look very happy as he's moving through.
Which one's the main character?
Which one of these is the main character? Is it the fucking generic token boys, or the one that does not have a generic token?
I think it's this one blue one.
It's the one blue guy, you got it. As the 5 of them seem to start making their way in, they seem to be a little roughed up. Some of them looking as if they have scratches or cuts along them as well as they start coming in, fresh ones at that. As he sort of steps in and starts making his way forward, you see Mars just sort of get out of the way for him. He stops for a second and looks over toward all of you guys. His eyes seem to linger on Ruth for a moment before looking at the rest of you. He then stops and looks over toward Otto and then over toward Riku. He sees Mars standing there just sort of kind of nonchalantly and then starts making his way forward.
Yeah, that's right. She mumbles as she's protecting Ruth now. And Street.
You mumble that, you say.
Uh-oh.
This guy has God's greatest ears. You're about to get him.
You mumble that, you say.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll.
Oh lord.
Oh, shit.
Lord. The tiny girl tried.
He didn't get very good. He didn't get very good. It's fine.
He's like, yeah, you're probably said handsome.
Yo, Riku, I think that's your dad.
Riku thinks that's your dad.
I was gonna say it, but because Riku's not here, it's so funny.
Same eye as well.
Riku,
your dad's a jerk.
As they sort of make their way by, he doesn't seem to talk to you guys or do anything of the sort. Other than that, as he goes by, the others just sort of get on their way. You see that most of them seem to have stopped and turned and like waited for them to go by before doing much of anything else. They seem to go back at ease after he's gone. Let's get you guys out of here.
All right.
You guys get off to the exit of the Harborman before she sort of just steps off and waits for you guys to keep going. Do you guys want to just make your way out? Do you guys want to ask anything else before you go? Anything going down?
So that guy looked pretty tough. I'm guessing that's the boss? Question mark?
Yeah, that's him. He's not in a great mood right now. Especially because, well, he's having to deal with a bunch of stuff, and then he sees this one over here, motions over toward Ruth, not supposed to be here, and a lot of people he doesn't know, some of you with marks, and again, 2 of you are known crawlers, at least to an extent. But he should understand that if you're with me, you're fine.
So what's your deal with Ruth?
It's not our deal, it's his deal. He doesn't want his
What's
sister
his
he doesn't want his sister anywhere near all this.
Oh.
I didn't just say anything when he was walking up.
Why? Why would I? You can't trust him, like I said.
Well, yeah, but you gotta be like, hey, brother, and like get him like flustered a bit.
Well, if he wasn't gonna
Yeah,
say anything,
what?
If he wasn't gonna say anything, I wasn't gonna say anything because he'd just yell at me. He's like, "Oh, you shouldn't be here. There was a fight going on. You'd probably die."
Yeah, you're right.
Ah, brothers, am I right?
I'll have a brother, but that sounds about right for parental figure.
Dragon.
Thank you, Rika.
Like, my bet was that Riku was your brother, but
He just sort of looks at him. What? He doesn't look anything like me. That.
Squints.
It's just like
Squints.
Street opens his mouth to say something and then just closes his mouth and just moves on.
It's like, all right, understood.
it's not about looks, it's about feeling.
Thought genetics was mostly about looks.
Well, maybe adoptive.
You can't really adopt a brother or a sister.
Yet.
But to be fair, it's mostly just what we say we are, not really anything else beyond that.
So, yeah.
We
Like
just grew up in the same place is all. Either way, thanks for letting me out. I didn't get in trouble at all thanks to you guys.
Well, you probably will get in trouble in the future if he's like the yelly overprotective type.
Oh, he doesn't
mean, like-
leave his little hideout unless us to go and fight somebody. It's fine.
So why is he protective of you?
He doesn't want you to die, I guess. Shrug. Or get kidnapped, or any of the other awful things that can happen with gang stuff.
There's a lot of
Yeah, we don't want that to happen.
Looks at you.
Are we being like sarcastic? So, are we talking about when we got kidnapped, or are we just? Are you
Yes,
just
I'm
laughing?
talking about when we got kidnapped.
Either way, I mean, you guys seem to have gotten something out of all this, right? With
Repeat
those
that, you
regulators,
can't.
were you guys good duelists, huh?
We are now.
He's got a more or less hand sign.
Ah, wonderful. One day we need to throw down then.
We could throw down now.
Oh, I would love to. I don't have any cards.
You don't have any cards?
Nope.
Huh.
You're not allowed to have cards in the satellite.
Oh,
You're not?
right.
My
She
brother
just makes like quotation signs like we're not allowed.
Yeah, you're not allowed to have any cards in the satellite. My brother has a lot of cards. He doesn't want me to have any. It's illegal. He's like, "Oh, it's illegal. You're gonna get cops on you." And it's like, "Oh, nobody cares. There's literally gang violence happening all the time.
We
No one cares about
literally
fucking
talked
cards."
to the cops that know we duel, and they didn't say shit. Either the cops are incompetent or no one cares.
Oh no, like what I keep telling him, nobody cares at all. It's a rule that no one even follows. Not a single person.
Mm-hmm.
Except for me, because I have to.
Why do you have to?
Because I don't have any cards.
And you should just go get yourself some cards.
Oh, that's perfectly. You're right. I should go and find some cards. I'm gonna go get all those card packs that
said
exist.
You say that you go to the underground, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's where I find some cards. Haven't you found cards down there?
Oh, you're stealing?
I mean, is it really stealing if it's abandoned?
I mean, shrug. There are apparently apparently people wanted to go down there for things, right? That's what the crawlers just do, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
People like go and be like, oh, my people used to live there, and you should go and get those cards and bring them back to me. So I guess they belong to somebody, right?
He just shrugs, like, I don't know if they have any real claim to them if they didn't come for them themselves, and if they just left it there. I don't know.
Either way, I
feel
don't really
like
do
it's-
that kind of thing. Sorry.
Mm.
If I'm gonna get any cards, I'm gonna find my own cards, which is really tough because I have to find them through recycling. I have a couple, but I don't have anything like a deck or anything. I also don't have a dual disc, and you probably need one of those.
Yeah, it's a big
I
problem.
do have regulators, though.
You have the regulators,
Yes.
but not the dual disc.
Yes. But when I
And you
get
know
it,
what regulators do, but without having a dual disc.
yes.
It's called planning ahead. You'll get a dual disc.
Exactly. Whenever I finally get my dual disc and my deck and have all the things that I need and not have my brother looking over my head and be able to finally tell him that I can break the rules without actually going to jail and a bunch of things like that, and even more issues about going around and actually dueling people, because a lot of people want to just duel you for like, just whatever. They're just going to give up or whatever. And some people are like, oh, I'm going to duel you, and oh, because I won, I'm a crawler, I'm going to steal everything from you, yada yada. But all of those things are taken care of. Then I can get my game on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
then you could duel your brother and be like, and win, and then your brother, trying to say father, but saying brother,
We get it, Will.
will have to acknowledge that you know what you're talking about. It's not a worthless occupation. I don't want to be a lawyer. You
Priska, you put the hand on your shoulder. Priska, I think you're projecting right now.
Yeah, who needs to be a lawyer?
I didn't like being a lawyer anyway.
Yeah.
Lawyer doesn't sound very fun now.
No, it's not.
No, they suck.
But no,
It's a
if you guys ever have any problems with your regulators or anything like that, or if you're finding any new ones or anything like that, I can tinker around with them for a bit if you want.
I mean, we could, but we don't know where you. I mean, you don't live there if they don't let you be in there.
I don't.
Where do you live?
I live off to the northwest of the city.
Okay.
Oh, in that part of town, okay.
Right over
like-
at the quote unquote beach. Quote unquote.
How hard is it to avoid the needles?
Well, it's actually a pretty nice part of town as far as, this town can actually get. Shrug.
Is it part of the shake zone?
No, it's
We're-
actually
Go ahead.
it's the part of the city that has the pipeline connected to it. It's very stable.
Mm-hmm. Shake Zone is more like directly north.
No, that's where I live. I live in the
Yeah, you live in that's direct
complex.
north.
right next to the big hole.
Right next to the big hole. Yeah, my brother wanted me to go. Wanted us to have the best place, and then he never comes home, and yada yada yada. All that stuff that I already said.
Never comes home.
Not
and you
even
had to
sometimes.
learn to cook on your own.
No, he usually sends food home.
Oh. Oh, that's nice. That's pretty nice, actually.
I mean, again, I'm assuming this whole thing is because he's at least trying to care for some sort of safety. It would be weird if he put all these rules and then just didn't,
But it's probably like TV dinners that you just throw in the microwave.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Are you crying?
Priska, please.
It's Priska Poppers, thank you, not Priska, please.
Biscuit poppers? Like the soda?
Yes.
The tears are gone in 3 seconds
Instantly.
flat.
Yes.
Yes, just immediately. It's like your voice drops 3 decibels.
We've been getting a lot of different sodas the past couple of weeks from you, I think. Unless are they all you, or are there people who are also working with? Are you just like the figurehead, or are you like the person who does it, or what's going down?
I'm the person that does it. The ones that taste good are me.
And then she said something about the competitors or rat piss, I believe.
Yes,
I don't really know.
but-
I don't really know. We usually import the rest of our sodas from outside.
Fair. Yeah,
It's one of the perks of living being related to a head gang member, I guess.
Can't really compete with like actual vanilla extract and not the alternatives I've had to use. It's fine.
Well, yours have a nice little like kick to them.
Yes, they have an excellent kick. A kick that is made of love, compassion, and hard work.
And they're a lot cheaper than importing from the city.
That should be my new slogan.
I think it's an extremely specific slogan.
Yeah, the only
Specific.
people who'd be able to import from the city are the police and the harbormen. So you wouldn't really have a wide market appeal.
On the one hand, I'd get harbormen. On the other, policemen.
Yeah, I don't really like too many of the police officers either. My brother usually sends someone over to check on me every now and then, and she's the worst.
Yeah.
She comes in, she cooks, she asks me how I'm doing.
Cooks?
She interrupts me all the time. Always talks about all the cool things she's doing. Flaunts her cards. Bleh.
Cooks?
Yeah. I should probably get back. She's probably gonna be there cooking now.
You should do that. We'll walk you.
Are you sure?
Well, yeah. I mean, I have faith that you could go on your own, but be like kind of dickish if we just let you go on your own.
Also, now that we know that your brother is the head gang member, I don't want to figure out what happened if we didn't.
Oh yeah, he did see me with you guys, so if anything happened to me, he'd probably be super mad at you.
That's one way to say it.
And I'd rather not have two gangs being angry at me.
And then we'd have an argument. It's like, what did you do to my sister? And it's like, well, maybe if you gave her more attention.
Yeah,
And
you
then
tell
he'd be
him.
Like, and then he'd be like, oh, maybe you're right. Maybe I have been too busy.
Oh, maybe it'd be worse getting kidnapped by the crawlers.
We'll stage a kidnapping later. For now, let's just get you home.
Please, let's not stage a kidnapping.
Please. Can we not do these things?
Dragons.
Thank you,
Fine.
Rico.
We'll have the brothers arc a different way.
You guys would start making your way across the city, heading up from where you guys were over at the Harborman base, heading straight north throughout most of the stuff here. Again, you no longer really hear any gang violence happening, which is pretty good.
We have solved gang violence.
Well, you know, the things you guys did were around, but also the Harbormen before had all came back, and that was whenever her brother had come back. So obviously there was other skirmishes happening around, but they seem to be mostly settled.
The Harbormen solved gang violence.
As you guys would make your way up to the north of the city, you would find yourselves getting all the way to the tippy top of the section here, which would lead you into the one of the more populated areas outside of the stuff over by the recycling areas of the city. The surrounding buildings on the outside don't really seem to have a lot of structure to them. A lot of them seem like they're damaged. A lot of windows blown out and different things of that nature. But on the inside of this area, where she seems to be walking into, the central areas of the neighborhood here, you guys see there are a lot nicer buildings. People seem to kind of have boarded up a lot of windows and different things. Not in like the horror movie kind of way, but in the actual good kind of way.
Yeah.
And as you guys get her over toward one of the large buildings, You see that she sort of just like stands off in front of it and pushes the doors wide open, just sort of like stomping her way inside. Do you guys want to follow, or do you guys want to just leave her there?
Like she said, like the police person is like the one cooking, right?
Yep.
Yeah, the good one. I'm actually still nervous around the police, so we'll see each other soon.
Oh, you don't want anything?
Stomach grumble. No.
Okay then. More for me.
Yep.
As she just sort of like starts making her way up before stopping at the stairs and then rushing back toward the five of you. Oh, by the way.
What
Yes,
would
sir?
I do?
How can I get in contact with you guys again?
I really need to get the card maker. So my address is insert address.
You live over with the crawlers?
Not with the crawlers, just
They crawl out territory.
in the same vicinity.
As you guys, Street also just gives it just like, you both live with the crawlers?
It's fine. I live at X.
Death Tower?
You live at Death Tower?
Yes, it's actually very nice. Beyond the shifting building, it's actually very nice and a lot better than a lot of the places I checked out when I first got here.
A lot of the areas over here, like Otto, as you're looking into the building here, they do seem to somewhat remind you of your building, only again, more populated and more stable.
Yeah, it's like
More populated and less earthquakes.
But you
basically
know,
it's-
you also know that most of these places like this are full up. That's why,
Mhm.
it's harder to find things like that.
It's like basically it's like this place except emptier, a lot more rooms open.
It's great. You
I mean,
guys should come see. This is wonderful.
You guys should just come see it sometime. It's actually very nice.
Piper, would you say where you are?
No, I don't live anywhere.
You say you don't say anything. Riku probably does not say anything either.
Thank you, Rika.
Kiwi doesn't say anything.
Kiwi! He was
Listen,
doing that the whole time.
no, he's not with you. As you guys sort of like say those things, she just sort of like looks over. It's still not any real way to contact you, I guess. But oh well, I guess I'll see you guys around then.
Yeah, none of us have really.
I mean, unless the
phones.
dual discs have phones in them.
Well, some of them do.
Checks dual disc.
You have to make sure to get the communications upgrade though.
Mm. He'll look at his. It's like he wonders for a second because his is technically a nicer dual disc.
You look it over. There's not really anything you can find on there to really do anything. As you sort of bring your dual disc out, she just sort of like looks it over. It's like, oh, you have a really nice one, but no, yours doesn't have it either. They were selling it back. They were selling it back there at the Harborman base.
Mm.
Probably couldn't afford it anyway. I have employees to pay.
Yeah, my brother usually keeps stuff like that at pretty high cost. If any of the big tech seems to make it into the satellite's hands, it usually means bad business for the Harborman. A lot of people start asking questions. It gets harder to get into port. Things like that.
Yeah, understandable. I got very lucky when I was at the recycling plant and got this. Like extremely lucky. I was in like the really poor area of it.
If
where
you
don't really
guys
find
ever
much.
get your communication upgrade though, let me know, okay? I have something like that here. It's not a dual disc, but it should be able to connect with dual discs.
A phone?
Well, it's not a phone, it's more of a radio, but it's basically a phone.
Understood.
We're not allowed to have phones here. I'm kidding.
That's illegal. We only have walkie-talkies.
They took our decks and now we can't have phones. What a dystopian we live in.
Dude, the satellite sucks.
Communism is when no iPhone.
At least I can still have my Twitter about that.
About that. But as you guys let her know that, she lets you know that if you guys ever get the communications upgrade, to come and let her know, and she will give you guys her contact info. But as she would make her way upstairs, you see her disappear on the stairs, and you guys are now left at the bottom of this area. You guys have completed your Harborman journey.
We did
Hooray!
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 Now I could probably make like one fruit roll up.
You have quite a lot of food supply. If you remember, there's a lot of it waiting for you back over at Street's place.
Mhm.
Hell yeah.
You have
Alright,
five.
shall
You have
we-
5 total food supply.
So what's the plan, y'all? Should we all head back to Sammy's? Should we split off from here and reconvene another time? What
Do you want
do
to
we
go back to Death Tower?
The one thing I'm worried about is we still didn't get any locks for Priska.
Oh yeah. Why does everything cost money?
It sounds to me like we need to do either a couple of duels or find some stuff underground to sell again.
Honestly, I really. He just sort of like stops and like sort of just like starts thinking on how best to say. It's. I don't know how best to say this, but with everything going on right now, I wish I knew what the crawlers were thinking. I mean, after we kidnapped you guys and everything, and after it was more than just us that did everything and went after your guys' houses and things like that. So I just want to know what they're thinking, what they're planning, what's going down, because the more that I think about it, the more I feel like you guys shouldn't be in places like that without any sort of security. Like, Otto's fine because his place is going to fall apart one day.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's actually a
now
very
you're
good deterrent.
worrying about security.
Some of the places, I don't even think my place has a door. People just don't come around.
And
I don't know if he has a door or not. I'm just saying that as a joke.
and you guys live together, like, right? Like in the same building, but Priska, you're in actual crawler territory by yourself without any good locks. It just makes me worry, you know?
I guess.
If you wanted to, we could move some of your stuff over to, well, the base. We have a lot of room. It was the entire
Look.
subway area, you know?
I appreciate it, but I do need some independence here.
I mean, in this case, I think, for at least for a while, it might be slightly better, considering that, again, we are not in good relations with the crawlers.
And you don't even really.
And you literally have told everyone that we've talked to where you live.
We don't have to worry about it right now if you don't want to, obviously, but I mean, we basically have we basically have Officer Venture watching our
You broke
area.
off.
And oh, what now?
You broke off.
Hello, hi.
You said we basically have.
How
and
are
broke
you?
off.
Are you good?
I'm doing good.
I-
Yeah, we're
I'm
doing
good. Everything's
Yeah.
great.
Everything's great. Yeah, I understand. Do you feel like the world's slowly breaking apart? Is it,
No,
is it
everything's
the earthquake
fine.
of...
You see, this is another ping to our curse marks. I mean,
Our curse marks. Yeah, okay, Marco.
We just have a lot more. Well, we have that drawbridge. We have Officer Venture like going around the entire time. Whenever you start thinking about actually doing stuff, you don't have to like make a decision now, but it's always open if you want to come over.
I'll think on it.
Mm-hmm. Until then, I guess we should all maybe make our way back. We've been out quite a bit.
Yeah. You have some stuff there, so I can at least start at your place just to get a few sodas going
If you want to.
for today.
You also keep saying that you need business cards?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we should have probably asked them.
Oh,
Yeah, I coulda if I had the money. I just have enough to pay my employee, which I hope we can find on the way.
yeah,
Hmm.
hopefully. If he is expecting to get paid, he'll probably be looking for you as well.
Yeah,
So hopefully
so
we'll run into each other.
can we stop by my place? I could grab some stuff to get started.
If you wanted to, we could just take everything over to your place now. If you want to if you still want to just stay there. I was just offering. You have quite a lot of things still there, and it'd be on the way.
Yeah. I do want to save my place a bit just so the employee knows where I am and I
Yeah.
can pay them and get that done.
Let's just stop off and get the rest of your food then.
Alright.
All right. Heckin' let's go. Whoosh.
As going through the city, do you guys want to split off and go back to your respected homes?
Yeah, may as well.
He's back to
I
death.
have no money, so.
Then we will say that Riku and Piper, you guys would start making your way back over to your apartment complex.
Sounds good.
Priska, you and Street would make your way to the little subway area warehouse thing, and Death Tower, of course, for Otto. As you would get there, Priska, you would get some of the others to help you carry your large sacks of assorted foods and things over towards your place, which are all right now.
There are your foods.
Yeah.
Boop, 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 boop. And as you would make your way over to your place, obviously you've stayed in this place for quite a while. It's no big deal to like stay here, but again, that was before the whole kidnapping thing. As everybody would get home, going to their different places, Riku and Piper would get into their own respective little apartments. Getting you guys into the trash room and the regular ass room, respectively.
The trash room and room.
The trash room and room.
Trash room and accommodations.
Just like gets a single peek at Riku's room. Oh, you got 2 couches, huh?
You have 2 couches.
I have half a couch.
Would you have walked Riku over to his door before going in yours?
Yeah, it's like just looks over. 2 couches.
It's like, I don't know how many couches I have. Let's be honest.
I have
There's at
counting.
least one. There's at least one couch in here somewhere.
I think.
Maybe more. Maybe.
There seem to be
Who knows?
some shelves up here, but they also have garbage, so I'm not sure what's up there.
I need to actually just contact Solution and be like, "Hey, Solution, can you help me out and clean up this room?"
It's like, so you're gonna laugh?
Going through to everything first, as everybody goes to their different places. Piper, we'll start with you.
Mhm.
You make your way in. As you do, you find yourself in your trash room after seeing Riku to his room. As you get there, obviously everything is just as you left it. Nothing strange has gone down, at least as of yet. Do you have anything you'd like to do for the remainder of the night?
First of all, is the hell painting still there?
You make your way over to your room. You open up the door. You see the hell painting.
The hell painting's still there. Close the door.
That was unfortunately again your last little piece of artist supplies, so you aren't able
Yep.
to make too much of anything else right now. But is there anything else you'd like to do before the night is over?
She at least wants to pull out a certain card from her deck.
Oh yeah.
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 Oh yeah.
Wait, what you pulling out?
I already pulled it out. I grabbed it and brought it over.
Heading over. You pull out Thriller Killer from your deck. As you do, you look it over. Again, as I had mentioned the last time, before you have felt a very strange, very aggressive, intent to kill from things, and you again like looking over your shoulder and like seeing different things happening. Ever since you had the duel, that seems to have calmed down slightly. But as you do look at the cards, you can definitely feel a very similar feeling to whenever you're around Guilty and the others. As you look at the cards, you also know this is the card that you got whenever you were helping Guilty.
Yeah, and he was like, "Where the fuck did you come from?"
But
It's kind of coincident after like getting the feeling. It's like, I'm not sure if you got what you wanted, whatever that is.
Roll me for your demeanor.
Okie dokie. Every day, my life is getting potentially murdered by Mr. Big Ass killing evil fucking Red Eyes. 14 plus 3, 5, 6, 17.
Roll me 2 more times.
Okay. 15 and 11, so 15, 16, 17, 18.
Yeah. You look over toward the card as well as you can. You're talking to it, like asking it questions, seeing if it has
if it's
finished
another
anything.
guilty situation, yeah.
You don't get an immediate response. However, whenever you ask it if it did what it wanted to do, you feel almost like something is watching you for a moment.
God damn it, relinquished.
And as you look at the card, just like with before, you kind of feel almost like there's a breath very close to you. A very hoarse breathing seems to be coming from somewhere. And then as soon as you look over to where it is, you notice that there's no sound at all. What are you even talking about? What do you mean?
There was nothing ever there, yeah.
But as you stare toward the card, the card itself seems to look to you with that glowing eye that is there. But you could swear, as you stare down at the card, that there was a shift in its gaze as it seems to look over towards your deck.
She just looks over at her deck like, huh?
Nothing else seems to come from it other than that.
Okay. I'm going to think about my deep lore, and I'm going to pull out the other guy. Grab. Where are you?
You pull out Pumped Up Jock. As you do, before you pull out Pumped Up Jock, roll me for your potential.
Okie dokie.
Let's see if you can gather anything just from looking at your deck itself as well.
Maybe it's just fucking mad that I have cards. It's like,
Maybe-
God damn it, Apollo, how did you get here?
Fucking get out of here, Apollo. Little shit.
Little bitch. 4.
You can't think of anything else, so you pull out Pumped Up Jock. As soon as you do,
You cut off.
you can't think of anything else, so you pull out Pumped Up Jock. As soon as you do, you feel a rising up sort of tension fill the room. You don't sense anything from Pumped Up Jock. There isn't.
Yeah, it's
Doesn't
just a
appear to
card.
be any sort of like card there. Maybe one day, who knows? But you sense the room has gone from calm to anger very quickly. Very tense in this room.
This room is very tense. I'm gonna put it back in my deck.
You put it back. As soon as you do, the room seems to stop tensing up. Seems to kind of go back to some semblance of normal. That obviously was not what he was meaning.
He was not happy with that now.
Do you have any other ideas on something to pull out, or do you want to just not risk it at this point?
Listen, if I'm going to die to my own card, that's life, all right?
That's just life, man.
That's just life. I'm going to kind of, first of all, just kind of see if it's my extra deck or my deck. I'm gonna just kind of like, it's like he's just like talking about like my deck, right?
Yeah, he was looking at your deck whenever.
So not my extra deck.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just kind of like scratching head. I got it, Lifeguard.
You did it. His best friend, Lifeguard.
Okay, second try. That I can think of that will not end up with something trying to kill me. I mean, I'm not sure about anything, but
As you go through your deck and you pull out Serpent Knight Terror, you feel a sense of understanding as you pull it out. The tension in the room is completely gone. You seem to have pulled out the correct card. As you look at Serpent Knight Terror, you feel a similar energy coming from it, a similar feeling to what you kind of felt whenever you had gotten the Altered World Fusion and the Apollo card from the packs. You feel something there, but not fully there as you hold on to Serpent Knight Terror. As you look at it, you feel that Thriller Killer seemed to have tried to get you to acknowledge this card to some extent. You're not sure to what ends, but he seems to be satisfied.
it's been acknowledged. It's kind of looking at Serpent Knight Terror, like, looks back, looks forth, looks back. I'm not fully getting what's going on here, but this is all kind of new to me. It's like, it's just kind of throwing at the wind, at the terrors, like, I guess, do you want anything?
You talking to Terror?
Yeah.
Give me a willpower check.
Okie dokie.
Always a good sign when it's willpower.
It's always a
It's
good
like
sign.
it's like a team of charisma, and they're like a make an int save.
Well, by the way, where is all this? I just came back.
10.
It's in the trash
12.
room.
Okay, trash room. There we go. Okay, thank you. Sorry.
10 plus what?
12. It is 12.
12 altogether. As you look to Serpent Knight Terror, you feel, again, that same kind of strong feeling that you have felt from like Apollo or something, but not fully something entirely talking to you or coming out. It's either not there in the first place, or it is keeping itself away. However, as you look to the card, you feel almost drowsy as you see it. Looking to Serpent Knight Terror, for a moment you even start to maybe see it moving. Like its form seems to be undulating somewhat. And as it stares to you, its eyes seem to seemingly get a bit of a brightish reddish glow for a moment before you tear it away from yourself. You feel a sense, just some sort of a stabbing sensation, not like a painful, but like almost like a poking sensation coming from you. You sort of like shake it off, and you're holding the card in your hand, and you sort of just put it back down on top of the deck, like, okay,
Okay, understood.
something's
understood.
up, whatever. It doesn't seem to have contacted you at all. It doesn't seem to have said or did anything.
Apparently, what I tried to give you was narcolepsy, so I'm not gonna think about that anymore.
I can't believe it's
sleepy.
just a tired introvert. It's just me, the card.
You've been doing a bunch of stuff today. You did a big painting today. You walked around the city. You dueled a guy. Like you're just fucking tired, man. It wasn't him making you tired. Obviously, you're just
Yeah,
tired.
you're right.
Man.
What a card ever made me tired.
Yeah, you're just fucking tired.
I was so tired that I fucking imagined a gigantic 12-foot guy almost stabbing another guy.
Yeah, it's fine. As you put the Serpent Knight Terror back down, you feel just for the last little bit of looking down at your deck with Serpent Knight Terror at the top of it. You almost feel a strange sense of foreboding, even like a sense of nostalgia, almost looking at your cards. Roll me for just a straight luck roll, straight D20 roll.
Straight D20.
Straight D20.
Straight D10 or gay D20? I was gonna roll it. 1.
Oh,
Oh, yes!
I see.
I guess Piper just dies now.
So, Piper,
Yeah?
I need you.
Just say it. Just say it.
I need you to go through your deck,
Yep.
and let's you know what? Let's just bring your deck over here for a second.
Yeah, let's get it over.
Let's put it like right here for a bit.
And just for emotional support, let's get Life Drinking Lizard over
Yeah,
here.
let's get Life Drinking Lizard over here as well. He's a good boy. He needs to probably be here for this. Let me go ahead and
Oh
get
wow! Look at all these cards.
this
God
over
damn.
here. I'm trying to
Let me
get
move him over here.
trying to move some certain things around and try to.
You have 2 babies. Oh my god!
I got baby.
You have Gen X Birdman and you have Lucius.
Gen X is my man. All right.
I'm not saying anything bad about them. I'm just they are far cuter than I was expecting.
I'm doing this for a reason. I need to see certain things here because that was a horrifying roll.
It's like, okay, so here's so you just get stabbed by your own card, I guess.
Let me go ahead and there we go. Well, first off,
Yep.
I'm gonna go ahead and do this really quick. I'm just gonna head and
Yeah,
do that really quick.
That card's protected by God. It's got
let's just not worry about that. I also, what is the newest card you put in here?
The newest card is probably
Probably-
fucking
is it
looking
Lifeguard now?
around. Lifeguard, not yet.
Probably put that over there then too.
I think Mr. Tomato is pretty.
No, he's like an old ass card.
He's old. Okay.
He was basically like from session 1. Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you a question. Don't
Okay.
feel weird whenever I ask you this, but
I'll never feel weird.
can you choose 2 cards here really quick?
Okay. 2 rando cards.
No, not random. Like choose 2 that you probably like, I guess.
In theory, that you like.
In theory, that you like, just...
If there were cards in this deck that you happen to like, this one's out for Anthony.
Okay.
This one's for Anthony because I will get him one day. And that'd be really funny after the conversation we just had and my conversation that me just made. I thought about it. It would have been really funny.
Been really funny just to grab Pump Up Jock.
Yeah, and just put him in there, and it's like, motherfucker. And fucking... And I guess I like fucking, I'm just thinking of what I'm getting in the heart. I'm getting in the heart of it.
I feel like I feel like you know what I'm doing, but I don't want to say it.
No, don't worry.
Okay.
This is I don't know what's going on here. I'm just thinking it's like if you're getting me 2 cards that I probably like, I'm thinking as well like what cards do I like besides Gen X Bird?
Trance Archfiend? You had Gen X Birdman.
Yeah, you're right. Pair. You're right, thank you.
No problem, man. And we'll also go with this guy.
Hey, Lucius stays.
Yeah, we'll also go with that guy.
I
Stay.
mean,
What do you
Lucius is
stay?
here.
Yeah, he's just here. It's fine. So, I'm
Yep.
just gonna do that really quick. Don't worry about that. It's perfectly
Oh
fine.
yeah, I cannot believe that they bred.
Don't worry about that. It's fine. Actually, I should do that the opposite way. Hold on.
Actually.
I should do that the opposite way. Let's do it the opposite way. There we go.
Huh?
Other than that, let me go ahead and find your. Where's your extra deck at? Which one is it? Is it this one?
Yep.
That's it. Okay.
You got it.
I'm gonna bring
The
your
one
extra.
that
I'm
doesn't
gonna
have
bring
5 people in there.
Gonna bring your extra deck over here.
Yep.
We're gonna do this really quick. I'm pretty sure I already know the answer, but I'm going to do this anyway.
You're asking that question like you're not even bothering.
I'm pretty sure I already know the answer, but oh no, you don't have that. So, other than Thriller Wolf.
Yeah, I was like that boy stays. I don't know whether that boy's going or staying, but
Should I stay or should I go?
You were. I think all of these were given to you by Guiltia, right?
yep, all those were given by Guilty.
Yeah, don't worry
Except for
about it.
Red Horseman, that was like a new one.
Rabbit Horseman was one that wasn't.
That one's a new one.
Ah, okay.
The rest of them are from Guilty.
So the rest of them are though. Okay, you're fine.
Yep.
Don't worry about it. I'm going to do this really quick. Okay. And let's just grab Thriller Killer and Serpent Knight Terror really quick. I'm gonna put them back.
Let's get him over here. It's fun.
Just gonna put them back over here really quick. There we go. Gonna put them.
I don't know if there's a sense of foreboding in this room or if the rat that came in again and is trying to currently eat my last pair of shoes.
The rat just like both.
So. How am I gonna do this? Because I've done it weirdly.
You're like, I saw your roll. I'm trying to figure out.
I've done it weird. I've done it weirdly. I've been waiting for this roll. I've been waiting for this roll a long time. I think I know what I'll do. I think I know it. All right. Instead of whatever the hell I was doing up here, let's just friggin' get rid of that. I said get rid of that. There we go. I think I will copy paste.
Do you guys feel a foreboding sense in the Stennies right now?
And there we go. So
Yep.
yeah, everything's fine.
Yeah, okay.
And no reason,
Yep.
but like keep those like that for right now.
Okay.
And here you can have electric.
Oh hell yeah, he's back.
Cool.
Cool.
All right, so you get that weird sense of foreboding, that weird sense of nostalgia coming from your deck for a bit, and you feel that, again, that sort of tiredness that you have felt looking at Serpent Knight Terror sort of still kind of lingering with you. It is getting rather late. You've done quite a lot today. You start to feel like you are nearly about to pass out. You want to go lay down?
Yeah, let's go get that couch.
Let's
Or
go.
the surgery table, the two places where I sleep.
Which one do you want to sleep on today?
I mean, I don't like the couch because it's too close to the needle file.
That's true. Let's go to the surgery table. Good.
What
good,
the
good.
fuck? Honestly, what the fuck is this fucking map? Honestly, we have fucking the cool sci-fi room here. We've got like this normal room here.
So
This
Otto.
very nice room here. Like
Otto,
what the
hot
fuck?
stuff, Otto.
So Otto.
So me, it's my turn. Cool.
You are in your apartment. Your nice little flat you got. Let me go ahead and I'm just gonna grab this here. We're gonna. There we go. Here's your flat, Otto. I'll put it over here. If you decorate it as you wish. But
where you put it?
so it's right over here, Otto. Here's your nice little room. I'll make it a little bit smaller. There we go. Here's your room, Otto. You can decorate it as you wish later on. But as you make your way home, is there anything you would like to do before going off to bed?
This feels very odd because I was about to, look at my cards the same way as Piper.
You can 100% do that.
All right, I'm going to be adding these 2 cards to my deck, and
Cool,
as I am, looking through my deck, I am going to go ahead and look at Oh man, did I just top deck the 2 cards I wanted to look at? Yes, I did.
You bring the cards over to you. As you do, the first one you draw out is your Sword of Dark Destruction. You take it out and you look to it, and Otto, there's nothing up with it.
Nothing up with it this time? No weird feelings.
What do you mean this
from
time?
It? Nothing. I mean,
You never had any weird feelings from it.
Did I not have any weird feelings from it?
No, you passed your check. You didn't feel fit.
I thought I felt something.
No,
happened.
you're fine. Everything's fine.
Did I or did I not have any sense something was happening?
If anything happened before, Otto, then it doesn't. You're fine now. Everything's fine now.
I mean, it's not like Otto completely understands what the fuck's been going on the past couple days.
Yeah, you're fine, dude. I will say, Otto, it is very strange whenever you hold it, because roll me for your willpower.
Oh boy, willpower!
This isn't the same willpower check, don't you worry.
This one is not going to kill
11,
you.
And then I have a fleeting, so...
Yeah, the fleeting would probably be...
So 11, so 9, 11 minus 3.
It's an 8?
Mm-hmm.
It's low. Do I... Roll me one more time. Odds or evens as you're rolling.
I'm going to go ahead and say evens.
I'm not giving it to you. But no, yeah, everything's fine, dude. It's a normal card.
He'll put that back in his deck. Is there any other cards in his deck that have like a
Well,
feeling
first
as
off,
he's
you
going
draw out
Yeah.
Fiducia.
Yeah.
As you do, you can't help but look over toward Fiducia, and as you do, you see that while Fiducia, upon you seeing the card, you only just now got it.
It's a very new card.
It's a very new card. You do feel as if Fiducia is giving off a very good feeling as you hold it in your hands. A very confident feeling. As you look at it, you can tell that this card is a very powerful card if used in the correct way. If you were to use stuff like reverse trap or something that would lower attack points of monsters or something like that, you would gain the exact same amount. Or if people were to go at things, and of course you have the unstable evolution to think about, all kinds of things like that.
Mm-hmm.
You feel as you are looking to Fiducia that she's just almost like a symbol of victory as you look at her. You don't feel as if you feel as if your deck is much stronger while she is there. However,
cool.
You do also feel a bit of danger as you look at this card. Yes, danger.
Oh no, danger.
You don't know why, but whenever you were playing Fiducia, You do know that her special ability is she's a union monster. Whenever you had equipped her to the monster you had equipped her with earlier, she seemed to turn into a pair of swords.
Mm.
The two swords that she seems to be holding in her art, she seems to have turned into those pair of swords whenever whenever you had equipped her onto a monster as a union monster. And those two swords obviously were the ones that took the hit before whenever your monster would have been sent to the graveyard. As you look to this, for a moment, you look to the swords in her hands, and you feel a bit of danger from them. You're not sure why.
Danger swords.
As you look to the bottom of the cards, you see that this card is treated as twin swords of flashing light twice whenever it is on the field. You don't know what that card is, but maybe if you learn more about that card or anything about the things surrounding that, maybe you would figure out why those two swords are weird, why they feel they seem to make you a little bit anxious. But that is basically all you get from the card right now.
Okay.
And you said you wanted to look through your deck and see if there's anything else you wanted to like bring out there.
Yeah, if I feel anything else from any of my other cards,
I'm gonna check really quick.
Presence from Filestrap Dragon.
I'm gonna check really quick. I don't think you do.
They should kiss.
I'm gonna check.
I don't think I do either. I'm just like, he's just very curious. Like, I don't understand what is happening. I see people.
The only thing that really stands out to you is your blade edge.
This is my blade edge. Ooh.
The only thing that really stands out to you is that as you look to it, you almost feel as you look to the card, you found this card whenever it was inside of like a case. Like it was very much like being kept there, like it was a very important thing. But the card itself does have a bit of wear and tear. The card itself does look as if it has been played. And as you look to the card, it does feel like there's something there, some sort of a presence, but not fully. You do feel that there is some memory with this card. Whoever had played this card before had played it a lot. That is all you basically get from that.
Okay. Cool. That's all I get, then that's all I get. I should now put the cards back into the deck, put in another false trap. So now if ever anybody's like, I play my one card that targets cards in my graveyard, and if they pick false trap, I'm fucked. Because I now have two of it.
As you put false trap dragon into your extra deck,
you
do feel another presence.
Kira?
As you put false trap dragon in your deck, you hesitate for a moment on your mysterious ninja Ansatsu. As you look to the card, you feel a strange feeling from it. Why don't you roll me for your potential?
My potential? That thing that I have a lot of?
Yeah, man.
That thing that I
Don't you feel full of potential right now?
Let's fucking go.
Your soul is filled with determination.
Okay.
Come on, everyone.
Oh man, it's only a +5.
Believe in yourself.
Nah, one.
Believe in myself.
But you're so supreme.
Altogether.
You look to the card. As you do, you know that this is one of the cards that this is one of the cards that was not taken from you. This is one of the cards that you had in your previous deck. This is one of the cards you've had for quite a while.
Yeah,
and
I've had it for a while.
You've never had any sort of sense of connection with it before, but after the things you've been seeing in the past little bit, after what's been going down with the different things happening in the underground and the other spirits, quote unquote, you've been talking to, as well as what was said by the members of the Rare Hunters, something's different about Ansatsu. You feel good having this card. And as you look
Hell
to
yeah.
it, you feel confident in it.
Hell yeah.
That's what you get from it.
Awesome. All right. That is all I get. And now back into here and back into here. Heck yeah.
Ba-ba-ba. But yeah, Otto has used all of his fleetings, guys. I've been marking him off as he's used them. He's used a lot of them.
I've used a lot, and I've used all of my inspiration.
Mhm.
I've used all of it actually.
As
It's now gone.
that has happened, is there anything else you'd like to do with the rest of your night?
That night, he has nothing else to really do at night.
Yeah, you can
He's
just
not really quite something, you know.
You go
can't
over
quite-
you go over to the more stable part of your room that doesn't creak whenever you like breathe.
Yeah, it's perfect.
And
Let's see.
you go to lay down.
Heck yeah.
Let's go ahead and switch this to night. There we go.
Mm.
But yeah, pretty good. Friska,
Hey, hello.
you make your way home. You had some of them streets friends help you get your other food supplies in. You already have the one that you had gotten from your stuff before. You put down your new Bunsen burner with your chemistry things. You basically have everything you need if you would like to try to make any of your sodas today. However, if you want to do anything else tonight, such as go through your cards or anything like that, you also can do that. What would you like to do tonight?
Tonight, we start making.
Okay. You will have to use up one of your things of food. You want to just go ahead and use the one you just bought?
Yes. Let us begin.
As you use up one of your food supplies, you are going to attempt to create some soda. I want to know, do you want to make regular soda, or would you like to make great sodas?
Regular, just to make sure everything's working.
Okay. Go ahead and put this over here so you know what your abilities are and things of that nature.
Play thunderclap.wave.
Of course. This is very, very much needed. The mad science is unable to go forward if you don't. So
Yeah, you can't rely on the weather to be thunderstorming every time you need to laugh, so you gotta make your own.
exactly.
DIY thunderstorm.
Go ahead and roll me for your experience as you were doing this.
Alright, get 4 of these bad boys. Alright. We're actually just 2. Just realized.
Yeah, you can only put up
this
to
is the
3 of them.
regular?
You can only put up to 3 of them in anyway.
Alright, let's go. Nah!
Roll me again.
The normal dice or?
Yep, normal dice. Roll me again.
Slightly better.
And roll me again.
Alright, come on. Come on.
Highest is a 12. Alright.
No!
Which one do you want to take?
The 12.
You should have went the 1.
Not for this scenario. I'm not gonna die if I pick the 1.
So, let me make sure that I have this correct. Friska,
Yep.
you use your stuff. It takes you a little bit to get used to the new burner. It burns a lot. It burns a lot better than the one you had before. However, you have used things like this before, obviously, back in the day.
Yeah, back in my mysterious past that hasn't been obvious.
Back in your mysterious, obvious past. But as you are going through, you're able to get quite a good yield today. As you are able to go through, you're able to make quite a good number of sodas. Throughout the night, you create 18 sodas.
Oh, fuck, yeah.
You know that each of them, usually you sell them anywhere from 100 to 300 DP. Depending on the type of person you can get them from. or will go to buy them. You don't usually get a ton of customers unless there are people who are returning from things. But you do also like to take a box over to things sometimes, like, hey, you want to buy this box of drinks from me?
Was I able to make the soda that the employee wanted?
You wanted to make the peach and cream, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
All right, just because I did promise.
We can decide what sort of sodas you make at any point. There are 18 of them, so I'd say 5 different kinds of it. You have three bottles of each or something like that. That sounds fine.
Yeah.
So you have like 3 pizza and cream, 3 whatever, yada yada yada. I'll give you a notepad or a note card at some point, and you can just tell me what the things are that you make.
Yeah, and can I have one be question mark for a flavor we'll make up on the fly?
Sure, dude. Here, I'll just go ahead and give it to you. I'll give you a note card.
Hell yeah.
There you go. Come up with
Thank you.
4 flavors, and then question mark, and you have 3 bottles of each.
All right.
And one of them will be peaches and cream. Or oranges and cream, whichever one it was. I can't remember which one it was.
Yeah, it was peaches.
Okay, good. That would take up your entire night, though. Are you good with
Now,
that?
for now, I'll just do these basics since we just did the basics.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, that thing right there, making the 18 sodas would take up your night.
Oh yeah, no, I meant for the card.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, so I just want peaches and cream, orange, grape, and root beer.
Gotcha. And then the question mark, the mystery flavor. You get yourself to bed after a good amount of time. You know that by the time you wake up, the sodas will be distilled and done. You have things set up to be ready to get things corked and everything ready and yada yada yada. As you go to lay down, Priska, throughout the night,
yeah,
roll me for your instinct.
All right, let's see how I sleep through this.
I don't feel like someone's breaking in my home.
Ted.
You're fine. You sleep through
I
the night.
believe you.
You sleep through the I believe you.
I believe you.
You sleep through the night. Everyone wakes up to the same joyous sound. Good morning, everyone! It's time for me to tell you all everything that's going on new in the God damn it, I can't do this. It's time for me to tell everyone what's happening on new in the Formula Association.
Why did they give you such a goofy sounding voice?
I love my voice. I'm kidding.
I hear you talk shit.
I hear someone
boy,
talking
more
shit.
card guard. Oh boy, I didn't miss the card guard announcement.
I love how Otto loves it. Otto's just ready.
He enjoys him. I don't understand what the problem is.
First off, there's a bit of a thing we have to go over about my little announcement we did yesterday. We have been getting a lot of inquiries about, well, problems with a lot of the things we had said, and how can I put this? You guys are really scary when it comes to certain things. So we have been told that we might have been a little bit too heavy on the nurse there. So we're bringing Aurelia back up and we're giving her another 30 attack damage.
And Ozaki, only 100 damage now. Fuck you guys. Life isn't fair.
We have talked to a lot of people who were worried about the bit of nurse we were doing, and it turns out that we were doing a lot of problems with some things. So we had decided we're gonna call back on that just a little bit. We're still gonna have the exact same nerfs that we had said before, but instead they're gonna be for things of 6,000 life points or below. So if you get up to 6,000 life points, then you can still use your Ukazi spam decks to your heart's content.
I mean, that's good news for that guy.
That being said, I did promise you all another little announcement yesterday, didn't I? Today, God, I can't do this. Give me a second. I'm gonna drink some G Fuel.
Damn, his balls dropped.
Yes, drink your G Fuel.
Oh, thank you.
Anyway,
It's me.
whatever, fuck
It's
it.
me, F.A. Card Gardener, drinking my G Fuel.
It's
G
not
Fuel on
the G
Lisa's
Fuel
voice?
I just made.
Someone's at the door. Exactly. Anyway.
Did I say you could drink my G Fuel, you
Wait.
piece of shit?
Was that thing that Pris